Thousands remembered Martin Luther King Jr. at the 18th annual community breakfast in Valencia Park.
10 News reporter Marie Coronel introduces us to a member of the civil rights movement who says more change is necessary to uphold Dr. King's dream.
Even though the community breakfast held here at the Joe and Vi Jacobs Center is an annual event, this year's was a little different. The keynote speaker knew Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., and she shared stories about the civil rights leader. Those who came to the annual Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. community breakfast showed up to honor the fallen civil rights leader. Though many never got the chance to meet him, most say this was their way to keep his legacy alive. One of those who's made it her mission to keep that dream alive is Joanne Bland, the keynote speaker who met Dr. King at the young age of 8. She says he opened her eyes to a world she was sheltered against.
I thought I had a normal childhood until much later I realized it was not normal. Things were pretty bad when you look back on it.
At a young age, she realized just how different she was just because of the color of her skin.
I saw a pair of shoes that was on the floor and I ran in and I put my foot in it. And the lady made my grandmother buy it because, quote, that little N word, put her foot in it and nobody else would buy it.
And now, decades after Dr. King's death, and living in a society where people of different races and genders can now sit side by side together at a breakfast table, Joanne says there's still a lot of work that needs to be done.
The fight goes across the rainbow now.
That same struggle Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. fought hard to overcome. Marie Coronel, 10 News.
As part of a day of service to honor Martin Luther King Jr., nearly 100 Kaiser employees helped out at the San Diego Food Bank. Today, they cleaned, sorted, and boxed up food items for the needy.